Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Kayla Jukic here. If you're new, if you're not, hello again. I simply cannot believe that we are halfway through 2024. That is just mind-blowing. This year is flying by. I can't believe we're already going into July. Last month, I set a goal for myself to start doing these monthly resets. One, I like watching these types of videos, and two, I think it just holds me accountable to really hone in and focus on my goals and things that I want to get done. Also, June was the first month of budgeting. We're gonna get into that, but it's definitely been an eye-opener for me. Hence another reason why I want to continue doing this, because we are in our save money era. So without further ado, we're a couple days out from July, so we're gonna do our July monthly reset. My June reset, I did everything in one day, but for this video, it's gonna be over the span of the next couple of days, just because I have some things here and there. I've already made my to-do list. I'll put it here for you guys to see. These are the little things that I want to get done over the next 2 or 3 days before July starts in order to set myself up for a good new month. I'm wearing this cute tennis dress from Muscle Nation. It has shorts in it. It's cute, but it's still like kind of casual, and it's so stinking comfortable. So I wanted to just kind of throw this on because it is kind of hot outside, but I also wanted to be comfortable because we're going to be doing a lot of things and cleaning. Also threw up my hair because, like I said, we're going to be cleaning. There's no reason to be looking cute. The first thing I want to tackle is honestly my kitchen. As you can see, I have so much on my little island, and I just want to deep clean everything. I want to remove everything. I want to move all of these appliances. I know under this toaster there's like a crap ton of crumbs, so I want to get rid of all of that, and I want to just deep clean everything. Deep clean my stove, deep clean the microwave, deep clean the oven. I definitely think deep cleaning my kitchen is like a huge thing that I want to get done, so I feel like that's why I need to do it first, and it's done and out of the way. Oh my goodness, like almost 3 hours later. I think that took about like 2.5 hours, even with the help of my husband. But we finally finished the kitchen. It looks so much better, especially the oven. Oh my god, I'm so happy with it. And I don't know if you guys can tell from previously when I showed the little montage, but we switched things around. So the microwave used to be there, and those used to be there. So we're kind of gonna test this out and see if we like it. I actually do like it also because I feel like there's a little bit more room here, like right beside the fridge. So like when I open the fridge and I have to put something down, or like I can even cut something here. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it, but everything is so clean. I literally wiped down everything, all the doors, the handles, the fridge. We deep cleaned everything. We took the vent off. We got all of like the residue off of here and underneath. This vent was honestly disgusting. Before, you literally could not see this, and now it's like a mirror. It's so clean. The inside is pretty clean. We even took the racks out and did those. We also deep cleaned the microwave, so we did a really good job. Right now it is 2:21, and I think I'm gonna get started on laundry next. I don't have a lot of laundry per se. I definitely want to wash all of my towels, especially like the dish towels that I just used for cleaning. But more importantly, I want to wash our entire bedding. So our comforter, our sheets, and our pillowcases. We have a king size bed. So usually when I wash all of these things, it takes like at least 2 loads in the dryer, just because it's a lot and it's so big. So I want to kind of get that done now so it's ready for us when we go to bed tonight. popped into my car. I'm gonna take a quick drive to Staples beside my house. It's literally like a 2-3 minute drive. Inside the Staples, they do shipping and stuff, and they have a Purelator, so I have some Amazon things that I need to return just because they don't fit or whatever. And it's on my list to do just because honestly I've been meaning to return these things for like probably like 2 weeks now, and they've just been kind of sitting around. So not only am I getting them returned, but I'm also cleaning up, you know, that area in my house because it was kind of just like cluttering and staying there, and it was just driving me nuts. So now it will be out of the way, plus I'm getting my returns done. So I'm gonna go in and do that, and then I'm not sure how much more I'm gonna do today when I get home. I'll let you guys know. I got back from dropping off those Amazon packages. That was really easy and quick, and I came home and I meal prepped, so you might hear right now my air fryer is on, so just ignore that. It is 5:15 right now. The last thing I want to do today specifically is vacuum and mop my floors, and then I think tomorrow or the day after we're going to talk about my calendar, my goals for July, as well as budgeting. But I am quite tired. I've been going at this for quite a while, so yeah, last thing we're going to do, we're going to vacuum literally everywhere and mop pretty much everywhere, my living area and the kitchen, and maybe in the second bedroom. Hello you guys, happy July 1st. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. It has obviously been a couple of days. I completely forgot that this was a long weekend here in Canada. Today is Canada Day and we have this day off. So we spent most of our long weekend at my mother-in-law's house. Just got back last night, so now I just want to kind of finish the rest of my July reset. I have a lot going on in July, so a lot of the things I've actually already wrote down in my calendar, just because like when I know something's coming, I kind of just like to put it in so I don't forget. So far I have a baby shower, I have a first birthday party. We are going to see Matt Rife, if you know who that is. He's a comedian. He's coming to Niagara Falls, which is like 30 minutes from where I live. So we're going to his show one day. We are going to a Blue Jays game one day. So I got a lot of weekend stuff going on in July, which is really exciting. Now I just want to talk about my June goals, if I hit them or not, and then what my July goals are. And I'm already laughing because I got so much done in June, but in terms of my goals, didn't do so well. So I'll put a little recap here of what my June goals were. The first one was to read a book and a half. I did not hit this, so I want to explain a little bit. If you watched my June reset video, I was halfway through Silent Patient, so I wanted to read the other half plus one more book. I did finish Silent Patient. Now I'm on to, what's the book called? I don't even know, because that's how boring it is. It's called Where the Crawdads Sing. I was gifted this for my birthday, and honestly, I started it and I definitely could have finished it. It's just, I'm so unmotivated to read it. The timing of the book is like the 1950s, 1960s, and it really reflects the language. Like there's so much slang and like, for me personally, it's been really hard to read. I just don't like the language. My next goal was to hit 8,100 subs on YouTube. I was so close. I think as of this morning, I was at 8,087. 2 brand deals. I also did not hit this. I only had 1 brand deal for the month of June. Honestly, I will say though, I did not put any effort into reaching out to brands or companies to find other partnerships or collabs. Vlog more, definitely I did that. I did have 4 vlogs in the month of June, so that was really great. And then my last goal was to do 2 outdoor workouts per week. For most weeks I did hit this, and I know for a fact because every time I did an outdoor workout I marked a little sun in my calendar. But if you live in the greater Toronto area, the last like 2 or 3 weeks we've had so much rain. It has been absolutely insane. Just because it's been so hot, we've needed the rain. So it's not necessarily because I didn't want to do outdoor workouts. It was simply because I like genuinely couldn't. It was raining almost like 5 to 6 times a week. So you know what? I do want to give myself that one. Now let's move on to my July goals. So the first one is to read 1 book. So I think I kind of just want to go back to the one that I'm currently reading. I just want to finish it because I think I'm at like 5 chapters in, and it's gonna take me a while to get through just because simply I don't like it. My second July goal is I want to start slowly switching things over in my house to non-toxic products. And by that I mean things like, you know, shampoos, conditioners, hand soaps, laundry detergent, stuff like that. I say I want to do this slowly just because I don't want to throw out everything that I have already. Like I literally just bought a new laundry detergent maybe like a week ago, so I don't want to just throw that out. I feel like I'm averaging like 75 new followers on YouTube a month. So we're gonna go with the goal of 8,150 subs on YouTube for the month of July. I'm gonna keep the 2 outdoor workouts per week. I like that and I'm enjoying that. And if I even can, I'll try and make up the 2 that I missed in June because of rain. My 5th goal is I want to slowly start making a few home upgrades. So I just jotted a few things down. I want to eventually get some new bedding. So a new comforter, some new sheets, new pillows. I also want to get new curtains for our master bedroom. And then this little coffee table that's right in front of me, it's so old. I think we've had it for like 5 years. It's from IKEA and it was really cheap. It's like 25 bucks, but it has like a lot of chips in the paint everywhere. So I would like to get a new one of this. So again, just little things that I want to do over time. I'm not sure I'll necessarily get all of these things in July, but it's just I want to get a head start on some. I want to aim for 2 brand deals again. And then the last goal for July is I want to try a new restaurant. Alan and I always go to the same restaurants, so I want to go to somewhere new and just taste new food and go out of our comfort zone. Now we're gonna get into budgeting. I have my laptop, so I'm gonna be referencing that. June was the first month of actually budgeting. Like I bought a spreadsheet and everything. And wow, it has been such an eye-opener. We're gonna get into it and just a little bit of a breakdown on everything. Again, I'm not gonna be showing you mine or my husband's income. I talked about it in the last video. We're just kind of gonna go over bills, expenses, and I'll give you some numbers. All our bills were paid. My hydro bill, it was actually like $40 less than I thought, which was great. Car payment is the same. Car insurance is always the same. Our home insurance is always the same. Our cell phone bill, we weren't exactly sure how much it was gonna be because like I said in my June reset video, my husband did recently quit TELUS, which he obviously had like a discount for his phone. So this was gonna be the first month of him not having the discount, so we weren't entirely sure. His phone came out to 80 bucks. Subscriptions, these are all things we knew about. Netflix, our Apple Music, my Microsoft storage, his iCloud storage, Epidemic Sound, which is what I use to pay for music to have like no copyright for YouTube, and then security. Trainer Eyes, that is the workout app that I use. The payment did come out, but it's on my Visa, so I didn't technically count it because I don't know, like should I be counting that on my spreadsheet because I didn't actually pay for it. It's just on my credit card right now, if that makes sense. I don't know. I guess the main chunk of what I want to talk about is our expenses for the month, because as you can see, the difference, there is a lot of them that are red. We went overboard on so many things. Again, this was our first month doing this, so I wasn't sure. I was kind of guesstimating, but I definitely did go over a lot of things. Groceries, our budget was $500. We actually ended up spending $770.71 on groceries. That is a bit crazy. That's for me and my husband. However, I will say we are in summer, so I didn't really take this in when I was doing the budgeting last month, but because we are in the summer months now, we are obviously spending a little bit more money than we would in in the winter. When it comes to groceries, we did have like 2 or 3 barbecues with friends. Like one day we went to a conservation area. One day I had like a friend over at our place and we had a big barbecue. So I didn't really take those things in, and I think that's why we spent a little bit more on groceries than normal. So we went over budget by $270.71. I'm gonna try and keep that down. Shopping, my budget was $200. I ended up spending, between my husband and I, $284.83. So again, a difference of $84.83. That was just on things for mainly clothes. Home, we didn't end up spending any money. Gifts, we budgeted $400, but we ended up spending $572.72. We did have a lot of things to celebrate in June. We had 2 graduations, we had some birthdays, that type of stuff. Going into July, we also have a few more things, but I purchased gifts for the events that we're going to in July in June. So that's kind of why I went overboard. And now going into July, my budget for gifts won't need to be as high. So I probably should have waited, or I could have waited, but it's gonna end up balancing out with July, at least in my mind. Pets, we budgeted $125, but we ended up spending $170.66. That was for Kobe's haircut, as well as we needed to restock all of his food. Supplements, we ended up spending $183.06. So we were $23 over budget there, but now I know going into the next month, because we buy the same supplements, it's gonna be that amount. Dining out, our budget was $250. We ended up spending $358.33. Again, I think that's gonna be a little bit high again this month, just because it's the summer. We're going out and doing things a little bit more. Self-care ended up being $196 when our budget was $100. I mentioned this in our last monthly reset, but my husband wasn't paying for haircuts, but he had to actually pay for his 2 haircuts in June, which I didn't budget for because I didn't think he had to. So that's where the extra money came. And then I ended up making a new category for entertainment. This was $13.30. That was one day we just went to the movies. This is something I added throughout the month. I didn't really want to put it in dining out because it's not really like, it's not dining out, it's more entertainment. So going into July, I'm gonna have a new entertainment category as well. Savings, I put $100 towards my TFSA. Alan still has to set his up, so his was $0. And then we ended up putting $1,295.72 into our joint account. Don't ask me why it's such a random number, it just is. And then I also put $1,000 on my Visa. So moving into July, all of our bills and our subscriptions and stuff is staying the same. It's mostly the expenses, and I kind of already did this last night because I was playing around with some numbers. So groceries, I budgeted $600, so that's $100 more from last month, but $100 less than what we spent in June. I'm hoping we can stay around there. We did grocery shop yesterday when we got home from my mother-in-law's, and we spent $143.66. I know yesterday was June 30th, but I'm counting that towards July. Shopping, I really am gonna try and limit myself for not buying any clothes this month, but I did put $200. For home, I did set a budget of $100 because, like I talked about in my goals, I do want to start doing some home upgrades. Gifts, again, I don't think there's any other gifts that we need to buy for July, but just in case, I budgeted $100. Pets, I budgeted $150. Kobe does have a haircut July 14th, and as well at some point we will need to buy him more food. I'm thinking it's going to be towards the end of the month because I did a pretty big restock in June, so we'll see about that. Health and medical, again, I'm keeping that at $0 because we don't have anything like the dentist or anything like that. Vitamins and supplements, $183. Dining out, I did put this for $500, and that is simply because I know we have a few things that we're going to be out for. So like I said, we're going to a comedy show in Niagara Falls. We're going to be eating out there. We're going to the Blue Jays game, we're gonna be eating out there. And then the husband and I just like going for ice cream here and there. We like to go sometimes like once a week to go out for food, and it's the summer, we're going to sit on patios and stuff. I think it's okay in retrospect because it's just going to be for like 1 or 2 more months because we're already in July. Self-care, I put $200, so this is going to be things like me getting my nails done and then Alan getting haircuts. And then entertainment, I put $100, so that's going to be things like, again, going to the movies and that type of stuff. Again, for savings, I'm going to put $100 towards TFSA. Alan should be setting up his, so hopefully $100 $100 towards that, and then $1,000 towards our joint account. Definitely budgeting has been eye-opening. Again, June was just the first month of us doing it, so I have a lot to learn and to grow from, which is really good. That's why I like this spreadsheet, and hopefully, you know, we're gonna make improvements so that we can save some more money. But otherwise, I think that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this July reset. I'm super excited for this month. Again, we have a lot of fun things coming up. Let me know what your guys' July goals are, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe to me and give this video a big thumbs up. I hope you guys have a good July, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.